Don't be live at me when I'm cussing you out. Yo, you dirty. Is it live?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so Gus is going to start this live off, and I'll be back in a bit.
This is going to be quick. I am not.
It is not going to be quick. He has been preparing for this since 9 a.m., and it's like 14 pages he got open. So I hope y'all ready to learn something.
Yeah, we're not doing all that. It is so much. It's too much. I'm not doing that. All right, so look. There's nobody on there, babe. So you just make it anyway?
Yes, they'll come on like you're talking. Oh, God. I can't deal with you no more with this.
I'm going to start
borrow your blunt. I'll be back in an hour. You are definitely going to still be on. Oh, look at stupid ass fireworks. Yo, let me shut my door.
All right, so I'm just going to play this genre real quick. And let y'all listen to it. You have to
tell them what your plan is for today. So people come in later and they watch this, so you still have to do the same thing.
Okay, so the title of this,
and please talk up so everyone can hear you.
They can't. How do I even know if they can hear me? Where the headphones at?
Well, since I don't really have headphones, I wouldn't know.
It's all right, I guess.
All right, let me actually put the TV on and see what it looks like. If the light is good. I can watch you actually upstairs while I'm upstairs doing this.
I don't know if that's gonna make the sound better, but you could try it.
Try it out. And I'll let you know if it works.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna play this video. It's from this morning. The only reason all right, so
is this? Are you playing this on my video? On this? This is you?
No, that's not.
So what the fuck? No, see, they dirty. I just clicked on me and they sent me to her.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So the title of this, John, is more or less because it's a lot of information flying around the internet that just doesn't make no darn sense, and it was just irking me. So I just was telling my wife about it. It just seemed like it's not as complicated. It seems like it's not complicated at all. But when I went to go try to explain it, it was a little complicated because there's a lot of history to what these terms are, and I don't think people understand the history behind the terminology, and therefore it's very easy to get lost in the sauce, throwing names around and stuff. So I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not trying to like be on nobody's particular side or anything like that. I don't really care about none of that. Just information for information's sake. You know what I mean? Just do with it what you want to do with it or not. So this is this morning's news. Some of y'all probably already seen it, but we're going to go ahead and play it.
You don't have to do that, babe. They can see the whole thing. Let me see.
Oh,
yeah, you stay on you. Okay. And then you go here and watch it.
But can you stop it?
I don't know about all that other shit. Can you point back?
Yeah.
It's a delay on here, so.
Okay. I want y'all to pay attention to some pay attention to the fact that they shut down Interstate 25. Was it, or was the name of it 25? But it was the interstate. That's the key. They shut down the interstate.
We smoke too much weed. We gotta grab somebody.
Oh, it's people in the chat. Oh, it's about, about talking to the people.
Hey, y'all. Wait, come on. You always doing this. That's how you do it. You click on show what they say. Right. See, you really know all this. No, we just started. So, okay, cool, good. I'm glad Noof is on here. So go. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm gonna pause it again because I gotta do this. I gotta go back so y'all can. Okay. See that flag right there that he's showing you? I want you to pay attention to that part too. Okay. I'm gonna run it back right there for what he said. Okay. Is no sound? Am I not coming through at all?
It's not no sound on mine. Ask them if they hear.
Oh.
No, I hear your voice. I don't hear the video.
It says sharing this tab to StreamYard.
Just make sure the sound is up, babe, on your video.
Firearms charges because.
Do you see it or not?
You're not allowed to carry a firearm in Massachusetts on a public way. It's an arrestable offense. Pay attention to the wording. Am I not coming through? Hold on. Yo, is there no sound? Yeah. Oh, it's no sound. Damn. All right. What the? You have to hit the box that says share the sound. Okay. My bad, y'all. I definitely gotta to learn how to do this thing. Okay, share.
Remember I told you what the thing.
Stop. I got it. Gotta go back.
The 11 people arrested following a standoff at Route 128 in Wakefield today.
Is
Two of them from Rhode Island.
Yeah,
one from
Noom just
Michigan,
told me
the
how to do
rest
it.
from New York. One is
Oh, you listen to Noom.
The other
Yes.
two
You know what?
refuse to identify themselves.
No, you're gonna have to come over here and we're about to send you a cash app.
The 17-year-old
You can
set
too
to be
hear.
released to
I heard
parental
you on the
custody.
thing.
As for the adults, They're due to be arraigned this week. Troopers also saying
Dwayne said
they
it's good
recovered a
now.
number of guns, including 3
Damn, now I gotta do the whole
AR-15
thing.
rifles. This all started early this morning. About 1:30, state police say a trooper pulled over to help men looking like they were refueling a car. Turns out they were wearing tactical military-style uniforms and were armed. A number of them ran into the woods, leading to an hours-long standoff. Part of Route 128 right here, shut down today due to the situation. A shelter-in-place order in effect for.
Pay attention to this. This is what I was saying before. Pay attention to what. Look at the route. But this is 95, I guess. So they shut down the interstate.
Parts of Wakefield and Reading. Boston 25 News reporter Kirsten Glavin picks up the story from there.
After about 9 hours of negotiations and what state police describe as tactical maneuvers, 11 men have been arrested following a standoff situation in Wakefield.
My heart dropped. I didn't know what was going on.
Neighbors coming out of a shelter-in-place order uneasy. Some taking photos like these showing SWAT teams walking through their yards throughout the morning.
I called my wife and told her, I said, get down in the basement. That's when the guys came over here to, in between the houses.
According to state police, it all started around 1:30 a.m. when a trooper stopped to check on 2 vehicles in the breakdown lane of 95 North. They say that trooper noticed the men were all in tactical gear and armed with weapons.
11 armed individuals standing with long guns slung on an interstate highway at 2 in the morning certainly raises concerns.
State Police Colonel Christopher Mason telling reporters that the men had neither their driver's nor firearms license on them. And after refusing to obey orders, he said some took their weapons into the woods.
We are not anti-government. Our nation, which our flag is right here, has a treaty with your government.
One of the suspects live streaming this video.
So, like I said before, check the flag. Okay. He said, our nation has a treaty with your government. Look at whose flag he got. Okay.
Video to YouTube during the encounter, posting from the group Rise of the Moors. You can see the men holding the Moroccan flag, claiming to be peaceful.
I greeted your man with a handshake.
State police say the men indicated they were from Rhode Island and were heading to Maine for training.
This is a reminder as we and all of our families begin the holiday of the dangers that can arise very rapidly in places where we may least expect that.
Officials say the men eventually surrendered and will be facing, at minimum, firearms charges.
You're not allowed to carry a
Dwayne, it's
unloaded
Fox.
firearm on a public
Fox
way
News.
in Massachusetts. It's an arrestable offense.
Okay.
And as we told you, the suspects said they are members of the Rise of the Moors. This is
Listen to
and
what he
as
said.
we
On a public way.
And will be facing, at minimum, firearms charges.
You're not allowed to carry a loaded or unloaded firearm on a public way in Massachusetts. It's an arrestable offense.
You're not allowed to carry a loaded firearm, loaded or unloaded firearm in Massachusetts. He's talking about the state laws now. Okay. It's an arrestable offense. Arrest meaning, I'm going to get into that later. But
And as we told you, the suspects said they are members of the Rise of the Moors. This is how one member described that group this morning on a YouTube video he posted during that standoff.
We do not intend to be hostile. We do not intend to be aggressive. We are not anti-government. We are not anti-police. We are not sovereign citizens. And we are not black identity extremists.
According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, members of the group identify as Moorish American. They say they believe individuals are independent of the authority of state and local governments.
It's more than a business. It's a.
Let's go back. So y'all, let me show some of these, what you call it. So Noon said they about to get sued out this bitch. Then why do they hunt in mass? So I think New is speaking about when hunters go hunting, they got they what you call it, they long rifles and such when they go out and do their thing. White militia groups do the same shit. Nobody messes up. True. all this is true. What I want to talk about today, though, is I just want to talk about a little bit about the history and then a little bit about what the meaning of these things are. Not necessarily who's whatever. I don't care about all that. It's the reality I want to talk about, what you living in. The reality, okay? So y'all saw that. I'm gonna go from there to that's the Moors. Now, okay, let me talk about the part in the video. All right, so the part in the video where they shut down the interstate, right? The interstate is part of the collective. It's part of the federation. Okay. The reason why they say your taxes go to the roads or whatever they say, because it's part of the collective. So to travel on that road means that you are either following the rules of that road that the interstate, the federation, the U.S. Corporation that they run and control. You either following the rules of that road or you're not fucking on it. This is not fucking hard, y'all. This ain't hard. This is very simple. So that's how I want y'all to pay attention to that interstate, okay? Where they stopped them at. The fact it was a state trooper, okay? Pay attention to that too, because all of these are part of the entity. And if you are on the entity's roads, the fuck? It doesn't matter who you are. But I want to get into the who. All right, who are they? All right. Shit, I try not to do this shit and go all the way the fuck back 1,000+ years in history, but it's almost like I have to do this in order to get people to understand what the hell is going on for real. Okay. I'm just gonna, instead of dealing with who's the Moors, how about this? I'm just gonna ask a different question. Okay. I'm gonna ask a different question. That way, it's following all federal and state and constitutional. No. They was following all federal, state, and constitutional. No, if they was following the state law, which says that you can't carry a loaded firearm on the I-95, the interstate, if that's the state law, then they would have been breaking the law at that point. I live in this state where the capacity of my firearm has to be 10. I don't have a freedom to put a 30-round mag into my firearm. So if I'm driving down the street, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing none of that. But I'm not nobody's nothing. I'm not nobody's gang, yo. If I'm me, Gus, driving down the road, and I have my license to carry my firearm legally, and I take that firearm and I stuff a 30-round clip in there, and they pull me over, I don't care what you are. You're breaking the law. The law, we're going to get into this fucking law shit. But yeah, at that point, you are breaking the law. I'm not trying to just disagree with you for the fuck of it, Noof. I'm just saying, when you say this, they was following all federal, state, and constitutional. All right, let's just keep going. What the fuck? I can't keep up with all these. Thanks, Dwayne. The rights of free travel. Yes, the rights of free travel. That is true. That you do have the rights of free travel. This is why when Putin comes to the United States, right, he's not gonna get a speeding ticket because he has the right to free travel. So we're gonna get into that. You're right. A statesperson does have that right. And when you present yourself as a statesperson, Noof, you said this before, when you present yourself as a nation, people will treat you as such. I got a lot of kids. I made a lot of kids. I'm not proud of all of the relationship that I have with them currently today, If anybody want to look me up, they like to do that shit on the internet. Yeah, I'm not in the exact best relationship with my kids today, but I'm gonna tell you, as a father of children, that when they get to a certain age, you know what I mean, you have to treat them as they are. They are little babies and all that, but they start seeing what the fuck's going on in the world. You can't keep lying to them or keep presenting it to them as you know, sweet and wonderful. At a certain age, you start treating them the way they are because they can understand what's going on. If you don't act maturely, why the fuck would I treat you that way? Anyway, so yeah, let's just keep going. I said I want to know, you know, who are the Moors? But rather than going into that, I'm gonna ask a different question because I noticed a lot of people start getting into these stupid ass arguments on the internet. I'm not about to do that. That's just dumb. So what I'm gonna do is share this tab with y'all. Again, nothing I'm saying is nothing I'm saying is nothing. You can just take it or leave it. I think it's this one. Let me just fucking share my screen. That just make it a lot simpler. No, I guess not. Share. There we go. What do I ask this question, right? Last controversial question, right? Since right now, talking about Moors, more science, who the Moors are, land patents, who got the rights to do this, that, all that is nice. But today, 11 people got stopped on the highway. News said they're going to get sued. But 11 people got stopped on the highway because in reality, nobody gives a fuck about what you say you are. But anyway, who are the Vikings? That's a nicer question, right? Who are the Vikings? Let's see if we got anybody. Nobody? Nobody want to answer the question who the Vikings are? All right. Let's do this. If I said, let's look at this. Okay. If I said this was a picture of a Viking, nobody would argue with me, right? This guy right here on the TV, oh, we could do even better. Let's do better than that. Let's do this. Oh, stop it. This is not my wheelhouse, man. Boom, share audio. Okay. All right. Let's just do that. People like TV.
There you are, brother. I believe there's a way to go west.
We also want to know where we'll be raiding this summer.
We will raid east again. But there is an alternative. If you choose. What if Ragnar is right?
Are these Vikings,
there are
y'all?
no lands to the west.
They look like Vikings, right? I ain't gonna draw it out. They look like Vikings, right? So, if that's what we expect Vikings to look like, yep. That's what we expect Vikings to look like, right? The only reason we expect Vikings to look like that is because what we've been told. We've been told that Vikings are these, look, if I just fucking Google it, if I just Google who the Vikings are, it's going to say what we all, you know, who are the Vikings? Vikings is the modern name given to seafaring Norse pirates from southern Scandinavia, present day Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. I hope I don't have to get the map. Do I have to get the map out? Babe, you upstairs? Do I need to get the map? I hope not. Anyway, so this is what we would expect to see. We expect to see Norsemen, right? blue-eyed, blonde hair, sandy blonde, disorganized. Skip the map. Dwayne said skip the map. Yes. Listen, Google Scandinavia. I'm not gonna keep talking about every single. It's ridiculous. Google Scandinavia, but we expect people that look like that, okay, from the area of Scandinavia. However, stop. I hope that what you call it in the background is not too much. They're doing their thing. So recently they dig up some Viking DNA, right? And what they find is people from Southern Europe and Asia mixed in with this Viking DNA for almost 300 years. That means that the Vikings that you see, that they tell you, right? They all look like this, or this guy, or okay, they got a little black hair in there. They try to show you that they might not be Southern European genes. Yeah. Okay, so this is just a picture, and they trying to show you that they may have been brunette. I love how they say the brunette. So they still white men, but brunette. Nick, Southern Europe, maybe brunette. Asia for 300 years? Yeah, I'm not gonna keep belaboring the point, y'all. So the point is, Vikings didn't look like what you think Vikings look like. Vikings were not a group of people that had a nationality and they were all organized. I can't keep up with y'all. They were not an organized group like that, like we like to think of them. Okay. A Viking was more of an ethnic group than an actual nationality, like my dad's dad. In those terms, my genealogy. Okay. It was a group that I could have joined. All I had to do is follow their code, their creed, however they lived. I began to live like the way they live. No different than if I was to go out in the country, throw away all my city stuff and live like somebody in the country. No electricity, whatever. It's not hard to understand. It was a group of people that had a certain particular lifestyle. We're not talking about their genealogy. What they shared together was how they lived. Okay, how they practiced their life, right? Not a nation of people. Okay? That's the Vikings. The same is true for the Moors. I don't know why we get lost. Maybe it's because of the English language. It doesn't help. All right, where do I want to start at? Let's just do this. Let's keep it down. I'm just going to keep it absolutely simple. This is in no way a scholarly work. This is just simple for the simplicity of it, okay? Wikipedia. Baby, I'm sorry they're scaring you with these firecrackers and stuff. It's just humans doing their thing, babe. I'm sorry. They gotta do their thing. The term Moor is an acronym first used by Christian Europeans to designate the Muslim inhabitants of Maghreb, the Iberian Peninsula, Sicily, Malta during the Middle Ages. Okay? The piece of land that we are talking about is here. Let me make this bigger. I don't know if I can make that any bigger. But we're talking about right here. Okay? Just like when we say the Vikings and the Northmen or whatever, and we talking about a large area along the coastland that people lived a certain way. This is the same thing when we say Moor. Remember, this is the Christian European term to designate somebody else, okay, who at one time, at most of the time, at all the time, they were in business competition with. Well, not much of competition, of course. The Moors had an entire civilization, if you will, of people from different nations. Look at this. These are the common lines that they then drew today that you see. But there are multiple different types of nationality of people across this line that the Europeans referred to as Maghreb. Okay, the Iberian Peninsula, all this area. So basically, to make it simple, y'all, it was them. You know them? That's how it was. It was them, those people, them. That's how they were defining this, okay? A lot of people could fall into that category. So, since we're talking about English, let's deal with these English-speaking people. This is their language. Let's deal with this English from England. I cannot make them stop with the fireworks. I can't. There's nowhere I can't make them stop. They do this on New Year's, 4th of July. This is just what they do. Moor. In English usage, a Moroccan or formerly a member of the Muslim population of Al-Andalus, which is now Spain, Portugal, of mixed Arab Spanish, of Amhazighi or Berber origins. I love these words. All this means, Berber origins, it just means them, a group of people. They don't even take the time. You know how they say all black folks look alike? That's what that term is. It's the word version of that. Them folks. And it has a connotation. Berber has a connotation of less intelligent, less organized, less civilized. The Moors created the Islamic Andalusian civilization, subsequently settled as refugees in the Maghreb in the region of North Africa between the 11th and 17th centuries. So what they're saying is, going back to our other map, what they're saying is these people, they ain't even being generous really with this map. Where am I at? The people who lived in this area of the world, the people that settled this area of the world, they practiced Islam from here, from the east. That traveled this way. Another thing that traveled this way with these people was shipmanship, the ability to not only work a ship, but actually build ships. Okay, that knowledge came from here, from Phoenicia. The Phoenicians were ancient people who built ships, and everybody loved their ships. So they took their ships, and the Phoenicians went like this in a circle, and it was like, boom, what's up here? Boom. And then they was like, okay, boom, came back to Phoenicia. Then it was like, boom, oh, what's over here? Boom, boom, what's over here? Oh, boom, boom, over here. Oh, it's more stuff over here. And as they came back, these people are the people they interacted with. Okay. History would later call the Phoenicians, they were first called Canaanites, then Phoenicians. They would later call them the Punic people. Their culture would be picked up by Punic, what they would call Punic people here in North Africa. So this is what we're talking about. This is the thems that they're talking about, okay? That civilized this whole area of people who didn't wash or clean themselves. And all the way back here to where they stopped, right about there is where they stopped them at. And this is a multinational group of people, okay? The Europeans, these Christian Europeans, called them as a group. It's just them. But it was a lot of different people. All right. So let me make sure I ain't getting missing no comments. Okay. So this is who they are designating as Moors. Okay. Now, what does that have to do with today? All right. I closed the damn page where the report was at. But the dude said that we have a treaty with your government. That's what it was. Yeah. He said we have a treaty with your government. Let me do this real quick. I should have had this open already. I hope my wife ain't watching this. Oh shit. ISIS, I cannot stop them from doing what they're doing. It's going down, girl. It's going down. I can't help that, babe. All right. So this is the flag he was waving. Okay. This is what made me have to go back into history and then come all the way forward, because my wife said make it plain, but if I make it plain, I swear I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna lose you. All right. This is the country of Morocco. Let's just click on history. Here we go. Carthage. This is the era that we were talking about, where we said those Moors came out of, and Mauritania and Carthage. Okay, this is the same. These are the people, okay, that we're talking about. But this area, let me see. Here we go. Let's just do this. All right. Picture. Nope, before Islam. Nope. Okay. I got no here we go. All right. The thing I want you to notice about this is that this area has changed hands many times. This is the ancient area of North Africa, as they call it, right? That was being basically not taken over, but that was being explored, really. And interaction and trade was going on with peoples, okay? No problems, okay? However, while these people were doing their thing, the Carthaginians doing their thing, I wish they hope. Oh, here we go. They keep showing me the same dumbass picture. Okay, while these people were doing their thing in this area of land right here, there were some people right across the water also doing their thing in a little place called Rome. So their empire was expanding out this way, and these people's culture was expanding this way. Different groups of people, of nationalities of people, similar culture, expanding this way, expanding that way, and expanding south. These group of people with their culture and their ideology clashed with them. Okay? That's the simplest way as I can put it. So the name Moroccan, or the country of Morocco, in the present day, the line in the sand that they're drawing to say this is Morocco. Let me see. Nope, this is still North Africa. No, bullshit. This is bullshit. Here we go. Let's come to the modern era. Let's just really talk about this. Oh, really? That we're not going to show me that? Oh, okay. Really? Okay. They really fucking with me right now. All right, here we go. This line, this current picture is what he showed you. This is the flag of the French Protectorate. That means this part of North Africa is under French control. That's what that means. That means we respect you as long as we got access to your shit. That's what it means. When he says we have a treaty with your government, he wasn't talking about ancient Carthaginians. He's talking about the current modern era Morocco under the European influence and control. That's who has the treaties that they will recognize. Now, the older treaties, let's get into the older stuff. All right. You know what? I'm not going to do that. It's going to take too long. It's going to take too long. I'm not. All right, let's just do this. And I'm not going to do this for 4 hours like these videos I'll be seeing on YouTube. It's crazy. We'll cut it short. All right. In that video, that man said that you have broke the law. Noof said they're going to get sued because they didn't break the law. Okay. This is law. A system of rules a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members, which may enforce or by the imposition of penalties. A rule defining the correct procedure or behavior in a sport or a game or something. That's what a law is. Over here with the legal part, when Noof said they're going to get sued, is when you break one of these rules or you take away someone's right in one of these rules. This is a system of rules created and enforced through a social or governmental institution to regulate behavior. Okay? I love this last part. The precise definition of the matter is a long-standing debate. That's funny. Since we said law, we have to also look at all right, hold on. Before I go to the next one. I lost a bunch of what you were saying. I just watched it. Oh, shit. I don't know where I was either, Dwayne. You were saying the Moors are very similar to the Vikings in the sense that they weren't a nation, but a collective who conquered. The term Moor was given to somebody. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so hopefully y'all got that. That's all I'm saying. This is the Europeans looking at another ethno group, another group of people who have a culture. They did not differentiate between the nations, okay, between the sovereignties. They didn't differentiate who was who. So that man was today in that on the highway was flying, or last night on the highway was flying a current sovereignty that is only a byproduct of the French Protectorate. It's somebody that they recognize. That's whose flag he was flying. Somebody they say, yeah, you, yes, we recognize you. not the entirety of the culture which ruled, and we're going to get into, that's why we got to get to this next word, ruled that area at that time. At that time. Today, let's just, ISIS, I cannot pick you up, girl. I'm sorry. They're only making a big giant one to show how powerful they are. And Sparkly likes to hide it. Where the fuck is that? Okay, yeah, the Moors, and boom. Okay, here we go. Next up, let's ask these people about their own language. Rule. The definition of rule in English. This is a noun or a verb. We're going to look at the verb. I hope to God I do not have to go to parts of speech. To exercise ultimate power or authority over an area and its people by extension. Okay, that's what rule means. To have a powerful or restricting influence on. To be a dominant or powerful factor. Okay, that's what rule means. So, today, we saw a video in which the man said, we're arresting these men because they broke the law, the rule of those who were in the state of Massachusetts. I hope I can stop here. Boom. Okay, good. Oh my God, I almost been on this an hour. I'm a hypocrite. Today we watched a video where the people said, should I play the video again? Babe, you want here? Should I play the video again? Just sum it up. All right. We watched a video of somebody who lives in the United States of America underneath their rule, underneath their laws, right? And he said, I was not breaking the law. We were exercising our Second Amendment rights. Hold on. Now, if you are saying that you are a Moor from Morocco, I am going over all of the notes from today. All right. If you're saying you are a Moor from Morocco, then you should have a foreign passport. If I am a Russian from Russia, I would have a Russian passport because I'd be a foreign dignitary or a foreign person at least. When they say identify yourself, that's what you would do. You would show that. You would say, this is who I am. I'm a Russian. If you are a Moroccan, you know, the current state of Morocco, former French protectorate, you would show that. You wouldn't wave a flag, no different than I would let the officer stop me and then say, officer, look at my Russian flag. That's identification enough. No, that's dumb. If I'm a Russian, I just show you I'm a Russian with my Russian identification. If you're Moroccan, you would show that. If you're not, if you are part of a cultural group, no different than if I say Latins, Latinos. That is an ethno-cultural group that's wide and diverse. Some of them don't even like each other or fuck with each other at all. But somebody else decided to call them all Latinos. Motherfucking Mexicans and Puerto Ricans don't even like each other. Anyway, it's no different. If you say you're part of a larger ethno-cultural group as a Moor, if that's what you're saying, that has no bearing on what you're doing on this land that is ruled by someone else. Stop saying you are sovereign. I'm glad the man in the video didn't say that. He said, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm glad he didn't say that. But he did say, we have a treaty with your government. Who the fuck is we, dog? Who is we? Morocco? What happened is, I wish Nufa ain't leave, but what happened is, early in the establishment, oh God, I'm not going to do 300 years of history. I'm just not going to do it. Early in the establishment of this nation. Oh my God. All right. Early in the establishment of this nation, before the establishment of this nation, the lands over here, people, the Western European was not sure of their existence. Okay. The people I showed you before, the Phoenicians, the Moors, some of them were Moors, people who lived in the areas of what we currently call Israel, Assyria, those areas. And that time in the first millennia still held on to a science that allowed them to navigate where they were by looking at the stars. Okay, this was not something that was a secret or hidden. It was just regular knowledge practiced by people of a certain ethnic group. Okay, to make it dumb and plain and simple, people, humans walking on the planet Earth got lost. Somebody looked up at the sky and said, well, shit, that looked familiar. As they walked, they noticed the change in the stuff in the sky, and they said, dang, I can actually tell where I'm at by where that stuff in the sky is at. Those people later settled down in the area we call the Middle East and all that, in that area, Asia. They settled down in that area, farmed and all that other stuff, and those skills didn't go away. They just learned the new skills. They passed those skills to other cultures that were burgeoning. And as people who were, like I told you, the Phoenicians, who later became the Carthaginians, that culture, they were seafaring. It was about that sea life. Before anybody was about getting on that water in that area of the land, getting on that water and really going places, they was about that. People used to swim the places. The Assyrians will assault your ass by swimming to your ass, coming up on your land and fucking you up. That's how the Assyrians got down. They was bad mamma jammas. But anyway, the some of the Canaanite families, some of the Phoenician families, they was about that boat life. They built better boats and they sailed without no problem. They wasn't scared of doing it. Those people carried that knowledge with them. People always like, well, how did they navigate? Oh, they navigate. What do you mean? They've been navigating for 1,000 years before that. So they navigated the same exact way. The trick was figuring out the wind. That was it. Once they figured out the wind, even all as far over as Asia, I got me a map I was looking at earlier of the Asian New World. I don't have it right now, but man, my wife is right. I was looking at this stuff. I was just going through information, just trying to make this as simple as possible, but it's just it's a lot of history, and if you don't understand the history behind it, it just sounds like a lot of jibber jabber, and you can't tell who's what. But I don't want to get lost in the sauce of this, but I'm going to bring this all back to say that reality speaks for itself. Noon said that those people are going to get sued. We'll see. They were traveling on Interstate 25. So that's key because the interstate has its own rules. And if you say, I'm a sovereign, which means I'm Putin, that's cool. You Putin. What country you from? I ain't identifying that. Cool. You ain't got to identify yourself. But I'm going to tell you right now. See, this is the fuckery. If I walk in your house right now and tell you I'm about to sit on your couch, the first question out your mouth is going to be, nigga, who the fuck are you? Why are we making this complicated? Please identify yourself. That's the same thing as nigga, who the fuck are you? Identify yourself. Now, if you have a state, a actual sovereignty that you represent, if you're Putin or a Russian or Polish, anybody, you just whip your shit out. It ain't hard. But if you're down with the fuckery, you don't quite know what you are, but you heard somebody on the internet say, I think I might be this. And you said, I think I'm going to relinquish my sovereignty and I'm going to be, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, you're going to get arrested. Because if you had any sense, you would have already prepared that before you was traveling and your conveyance. You would have had all that ready already.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go upstairs. Come on, we can do it. Let's go up. Let's go up.
So Noof might be right. They might get sued. But in my opinion, these fools don't understand the law.
What do you want to do?
They don't understand the law. They don't understand that when the colonists were given before they were a colonist, they were just a company, and they were given a grant from the king and the church to come over here. That's what happened. They were given a grant, a charter. Here's a couple bucks. Tell me what you find. Whatever you find, claim it from me. This is not hard. Okay. So when they got here, they claimed some stuff for the king and for the queen, for the Virgin Mary, Virginia.
Go on a step.
Virginia Company. They were a company, but the Virginia Company gave way to a new company. That company did business. Did they do business with Moors? Yes. Yes. They did business with people who anglicized Christians. I showed you it already. I ain't going back to it. People they said were Moors. Not French protectorate Moroccans. Okay? Moors.
Okay, so now
I know.
So when they did business with those people at that time that they considered Moors, yes, there were treaties. Yes, they had treaties with Moors at that time. Yes, they did. They were doing business together. They had treaties with Prussians. Okay, they were doing business with Prussians. They had business. They did business with the Tudors. There are treaties with every other people that they were doing business with, because it's all business, and it has always been business.
Okay, baby, I'm right here.
Okay, but if you don't understand that, and you talk about you joining a nation, and you don't understand what that is, well, then your dumbass gonna get arrested. And I hope Noof is right. I hope they do. I hope you're right about them being getting off on being sued. But the fuckery that I just saw, no.
All right, come on. Let me get on and you get the dog. Try to put some.
It's nothing we can do about it.
She is really panicking.
It's nothing we can do about it. I've been down here with her last.
Can you just lift her to right there on the step?
She came down here. Do you understand what I'm saying? She came down here to be closer to us, but it's nothing we can do about that. They doing their thing. They gotta do their thing. Oh, we up on an hour. I'm out.
No, stop, because I wanted to say something. That's why.
No, you can talk, babe.
All right, okay.
You said talk about the thing. I talk about the thing.
bring a blanket down here for her. Excuse me, Isis. Excuse me. I don't like this light in my face. Noom said he's 100% confident that they'll be vindicated. Okay, so I was yeah, whatever. I ain't got time for that. I was asking my husband this morning to explain to me exactly what the Moors are, because I seen the news report and I see the Moors going back and forth with the Aboriginals, going back and forth with the Native Americans, going back and forth. It's just so much. I came across one video with Dane Calloway on there, and it's some drama going on with that. And I'm like, wow, how deep do this go? And I'm noticing that all y'all saying the same thing. I don't know what it is that is making y'all think that y'all are saying different things, but you really are not. You really are not saying anything different at all. So I was so confused. And when he explained to me the Moor, which he just said to y'all, hold on. Yeah. So, well, no, since you were on here, I did want to say this to you. I did go on a vision quest and I got a message that I was supposed to give you. And for the life of, I'm not. I ain't interrupt you. Put her in our room and shut the door. She'll be all right. Put a blanket around her. I wanted that. I went on a vision quest and they told me that I had to give you a message. And I could not understand why I would give you this particular message. And it wasn't until my husband explained to me what the Moors was that I was able to understand what they wanted me to do. So, the fucking clarity be crazy when you get it. Because this has been bothering me for weeks now. I've been got this message. I didn't give it to you. Because, you know, people want to hear what they want to hear. And I ain't know what to say. But everything was made clear to me this morning. And that's why my husband was working on this, doing this video all day to explain to people about the Moor. Okay. Now, if I'm being honest, without being disrespectful or anybody taking what I'm saying the wrong way, hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying, please. If you are a Moor, there is no argument. If you are a Moor, there is no argument. Because what I'm trying to do is retrieve my land. Because it's my land. Because I'm of it. Because my blood matched the dirt of it. Not because I have a treaty coming from another place and they said I could have free range here. I would never join that gang. And I'm going to tell you this much. My husband told me not to give you that message because it'll cause too many problems. But I will tell you this much. No, you are no more. I'm going to need you to go back in and go deep because you are not a Moor. And that is distracting you. I'm going to leave that shit there. You are so much bigger than a Moor. And that shit is taking you away from getting to where you need to be, brother. And you activated yourself when you put that noble in front of your name.
Noble.
It's that laughing monkeys? What's that?
He put that. He put the laughing jaws up. Yo,
He don't get it. He
you
don't even know what the
name.
fuck. Nigga.
Yo, I told my wife, be careful with your, because that shit will fuck you every time. You said it. You fucked
yourself. You fucked yourself because you activated yourself. Soon as you put Noble in front of your name, you activated yourself, and they started tracking your ass, man. And they said, tell him this. And I said, no. I say, no. Look, that shit. He a Moor. He a proud Moor. I respect that. You know you activated yourself. Cool. Just remember I said this.
But what if you were more?
What if you was more than a Moor? All that arguing you doing with these nut ass niggas, and that energy from your mouth, that breath. Ooh, if you knew.
Can we talk about something else?
Yeah, my husband like, no, we just gonna have to drive out there and see Noof real quick so we can have this conversation. I know you, brother. Why you think I'm always riding your ass?
Me too, man.
Why you think I'm always riding your ass? I ain't gonna let you go, nigga. I ain't letting you go. I told him I cut the strings from all the men. I ain't letting my fucking brothers go, though. I let all these other nut ass niggas go, but I ain't letting no go. You won't remember. But we're gonna get off that personal shit because there's other people watching. So as far as the Moors go, I have no beef with you because you're just not relevant in my fight on what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to get my land back. I'm trying to go get my bones out of the ground in fucking Colorado where they have currently dogs shitting on me. That's where I'm at. I don't care. Are you coming back down here, little girl?
I told you. It's too much.
The dog has, she's so sick and she's really, really getting... Your birthright.
When you say birthright,
Moor is not your birthright. Moor is not his birthright.
No,
your birthright is this.
No,
and it has nothing to do with the.
Wait, hold on. Just let people tell you instead of you try to tell them.
Well, say the fuck something then, because you're not saying shit.
No, so when you say your birthright. You mean your inalienable God-given rights as a human on Earth, like your ability for self-determination?
Enough with the firecrackers!
When you say that, or you mean what's handed down to you on paper? When you say your birthright? What you mean?
Talking about the Moor birthright.
What you mean?
Oh, it's so pretty now. Y'all, it's stink out here. I hate the way that stuff smells. Y'all, so like, oh, it's so cute though.
They doing their thing. Are you talking about when you? Okay, see, and that's what I'm saying. I think that's where the confusion comes in. It's because people are not they're not understanding when somebody says, okay, the simpler way to do it is if somebody says, if I say I'm a pirate, right? If I say I'm a pirate, okay, but you're okay. Primordial bloodline. Yeah. Okay.
He's still there. He's
right. So then, but this primordial bloodline, does that not supersede a culture that was invented in man's human history only a few thousand years ago?
You most certainly
Wouldn't
primordial
supersede
blood.
That?
You are prime. You are prime, of course. That's why we're telling you stop identifying as a peasant. Not so much that they're peasants. It's not like that. Nigga, I just corrected myself. I ain't need you to do that. Sorry. I didn't mean to call him no nigga. But I just corrected myself.
Mm-hmm.
People who are not at the level that you are, what's up? learning and building. People who are not at the level that you are, that mean that they would be beneath you, right? Because they're a level beyond under you, right?
You just gotta.
The fuck. I'm going. Listen, no, you are the one. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna get back and forth with the levels and all that shit. Don't make yourself less. Stop making yourself less. Y'all niggas better stop making yourself small and be who you are. Stop aligning with these gangs and shit. When you align with a gang, whether it's a holy gang, a hood gang, a murder gang, or agent gang, when you align yourself with that, you are not in your true power.
But you can learn from. Oh, yo, this is why I like New. Look, I was literally thinking it, and look, right. So this is the thing, though, right? Remember how earlier when I was showing y'all that map, and I was saying that maps work better for me. I don't know why, but let me see if I can find one for you. I probably closed them joints out already.
9 hours you spent putting this together, and
Shut
you got
up.
on here, and you don't know where nothing at.
Bro, I be going through thousands of years of history just to get to a dumbass simple point that people don't be getting. It's so simple.
Just say your point, please.
I don't know where I put it at, but anyway, I want to just talk about a little bit about cultural distribution. Okay, when Noof say this, right? Part of that culture in that area and that of the world, especially the science and mathematics, part of that was sharing, but only sharing with those that could build you. That's part of the culture that was built in the same way. I'm trying to make this shit simple. Y'all know how in Asian culture, how we assume Asian culture has this, like they all about respect and everything, and you know what I mean? Like they have that generalization. Well, it's the same thing with this area of the world at this time. Okay, we're talking between 400 and 800 BC. Okay, the knowledge and the wisdom was there, but it wasn't shared with everybody. It was shared with the learned. So you had to travel to get to this information. Okay, that's how it used to be. So that's why I was held in high esteem. That's why I was like, oh, you can't just walk up and tell me, you know what I mean? Because these people learned from the masters. You know what I'm saying? They was about that work. So that tradition has been passed on. Now, I'm not trying to knock nobody's shit, but we today do not have
Just
the
say
same.
it. Just say that shit, yo.
I'm at a depth level of more science, comes on spiritual. It's not all foundation. Cool. All right.
Okay.
All right. So when Noof is speaking, look at this. When he said, I'm at a depth level of more science. I already showed y'all what Moorish is, right? The science of that area, that region, cosmology and spirituality is greater than nationality. Okay? It's about the information. So if you don't understand that difference, then maybe you want to run around and say, well, I heard they do this, or I heard the Moors do that, or I heard the Moors is this, or I think I'm gonna be a Moor so I can do this. I'm gonna stop paying taxes. I'm gonna become a Moor.
Can I make this real simple? Make it real simple. Don't interrupt me and don't tell me I'm being mean or nothing.
All right.
Okay. I smoked your blunt. It's not there. My bad. Just roll another one. J. Cole said,
congratulations, young man. You went a long way.
But
Bad
you went
news
the wrong
is
way.
You went the wrong way.
So it's not really that it's a wrong way. It's just a long way.
To get to something that's regular.
And the reason why I'm able to say this is because I did that shit too. My husband went the wrong way all the way to Israel, where he believed he is from. trying to find the motherfucking answers. We've done all of this. And it just took one vision quest to bring it all in alignment. And we could have just sat in the house and did that.
No, the history is important too.
Yeah, but the history is important if it's right, if it's her story, not his story. His story is filled with stories from Arthur's. Her story is all truth. Her story is when you go inside. Because her story is one consciousness, one womb, one matrix. So inside, everybody can tap into the same code.
Who got arrested today? Her story or his story? I don't care about all that. I'm only dealing with what's touching my actual, factual life.
Didn't I ask you not to interrupt me? You're gonna make me lose my thought. Why the fuck you do that? And then what's your point? So who got him today? Her or him? His story. Yo, you see, that's what I be telling you, to bring your fucking points home, yo. I don't know what you talking about. That shit ain't make sense to me. It's definitely deeper than what people think. Definitely. I wasn't trying. I just had clarity this morning. When I was sitting there, it was one video. I'm gonna have to be honest and say I was foolish enough to be looking at, and it's 11 hours. Because I just needed to understand why everybody arguing. If everybody's saying the same shit. Because I know I smoke a lot of weed. So I be so confused. Like, wait, I think that's what that nigga just said. Then I gotta listen to it again. And then I'm like, yeah, y'all dumb. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not arguing with nobody, but we can discuss what's really going down. So while y'all arguing over, this is what I hate about adults. This is why, not my spell. I told you don't put this over here. This is why I said I don't like dealing with adults at all, because adults cannot be adults for any reason at all. No one can just shut the fuck up and let one person state what they're trying to say. Listen to them when they talk. When they finish talking, respond with respect. That's not in existence anymore. It's just simply not. Stop. You had your turn.
I didn't.
So it's not even about the panels or these chat rooms, which seems to be the real villains. The fucking chat rooms is the villains.
Yo, the chat.
These niggas be chat room gangsters.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, while y'all playing around and y'all arguing about dumbass shit and y'all fighting and y'all reading fucking Britain information.
Yeah, really.
The motherfucking babies that we can't find from the hood on somebody's dinner plate being sliced up and eaten like it's a snack.
And that's real shit.
That's real shit. Yo.
That ain't funny. That's real shit.
See, y'all don't want, I guess this is the name that's just been given to me, mother. I don't know why the men keep calling me that. It's making me feel old as shit. But I guess because it's the way I talk. But that whole baby shit, do you think I'm playing? I watched this video this morning from this group of women called the Matriarch Express Tribe or something. And it's from like 5 months ago. They did a video talking about the cost of our babies on the market, the blood types, and the melanin, the pineal gland. Just parts for sale, just fucking parts. Then she fucking downloaded this fucking video from, I guess, the black dark market, black web, whatever. And you got this empty. She had to be like, I don't know, 11 or 12. And she was talking to somebody. You know, kids don't lie. They listen to their parents and they repeat what the fuck they hear. or they sneaking in the corner looking to see what the fuck is going on. They don't lie. She sat right there and she said, well, Papa, since he doesn't like for the babies to be screaming when we eat them, he gives them a drug. So he sticks the needle in the neck really quickly, so they just go to sleep. It's not anything crazy. And you know, Mama lies a lot. She like to tell people that everything is good, but it's not. So when since my Papa doesn't like to have all the blood gushing out everywhere, he cuts it a certain way from the head and cut the head off first. And then he starts to dismember the rest of the baby, the alive baby. Now, when I say that to y'all, is y'all nut ass argument still so serious? Because I'm disgusted to walk on 2 feet with y'all. Because your only job is to protect these motherfucking kids. It's your only job. Y'all niggas talking about motherfucking nigga, bitch, nigga. And what? Because ain't none of y'all bringing no real smoke. Ain't nobody bringing no real smoke. All y'all do is talk shit. Come the fuck at me. We can box. And then can we get them fucking kids or no? Strategize. Y'all so distracted. If you can't feel the pain I feel about that baby being somebody's dinner, you need to die along with the other ones that will soon die. I don't know why y'all think I'm playing with y'all. I'm not playing. I done approached all of these motherfucking people that say they doing all of this work. They are trying to do this. They got this army, that army. Where? It was 11 motherfuckers getting locked up today. That ain't no army. That ain't no army. And where the fuck is the goons at? Where the goons at getting them niggas out? Y'all gonna go get a lawyer? Y'all gonna go get a fucking lawyer? Y'all make me sick. Ain't none of y'all better than Grounded. I'm a real bitch. Understand that. I don't talk shit. I talk a lot of shit, but I back my shit up by actually doing the shit that I'm talking. And until y'all come to me with a strategy for these motherfucking kids, all of y'all, that's how I feel about y'all niggas. I'm not playing. I don't know why I gotta keep saying to y'all, deal with Trayvon's incident. I ain't seeing nothing. That's how y'all show me y'all real goons. That's how y'all be real niggas. No, you shooting up the hood. My fucking little cousin got shot out by one of his own people on Mother's Day on the porch. Huh? Real niggas, right? Y'all could do that, but that bitch still walking. You corny, you a clown, and you a sheep. I'ma tell you like this. Y'all motherfuckers know where I'm at. And if you a real soldier, you know to find me directly. Line that shit up. And do not fucking come to me talking about I want to be a soldier for you. What can I do? If you really want to be a soldier for me, you go get soldiers, train them niggas, and then y'all show up at my door. That's the real shit. Not the talking shit. All this talking shit. Y'all want to know why I'm so aggressively rough with my husband? Because my husband ain't going to be talking no shit. He going to do what the fuck he say he doing. I'm going to make sure of it. Because like Fat said, he ain't Kanye. Period. Yeah, that's that masculinity my husband always talking about I got. I ain't feminine. I ain't got that divine in me. I ain't divine. Fuck divine. My pussy work. I can still fuck. That's all the divine I need. Other than that, get this shit done. Y'all talk all that shit about Trump. For the last, y'all say all this shit about Trump. He is probably everything you say. But that nigga a real nigga, because what he did was got them babies out of there. So I will never speak another fucking bad word about that nigga, because he a real nigga. Where y'all at though? Trump a real nigga. He went and got them fucking babies. All color babies. But he racist. You know they had more Aboriginal babies up there that they was raping, screwing, and killing than these other ones. Ain't that right? Trump a real nigga. That nigga said, put them borders up, keep them motherfucking demons out from cartelling this motherfucker. And y'all talking shit. Trump a real nigga. Where my real niggas at? Do I gotta keep going to the fucking white people for real niggas? They the only ones willing to do something. But y'all talking shit, arguing back and forth. Y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. That's why we keep getting played.
Descendants of the losers. I keep telling
We
you.
are the descendants of the motherfucking slaves that gave up. And y'all keep acting like you're tough. You're willing to kill each other, but you're not willing to put together a support system to go get these fucking babies. Now, I done told y'all where the underground at. I done told y'all. How many of y'all was listening to me when I said where the underground is in Philadelphia? How many? If you know what I said, write that shit up there. I'll wait. None of y'all know, right? Right? Because I'm wasting my fucking time. I'm wasting my time. I can give you the longitude and latitude of everything. And you still be talking about some you buying stocks and cryptocurrency. And you're going to buy land. You want to buy land. I ain't mean to go all out like that. But y'all make me sick. And I ain't going to keep on fucking acting like you don't. Get your shit together, man up. The children are watching you. And that's why the last 2 generations under us, any age 50, under 50, the generations under 50 are screwed up. And that's why everybody fucking gay now. They fucking gay now or confused or fucking killing each other more. All of this shit. Because y'all just can't get it together. We can't have one fucking meeting where we just respect each other. All y'all doing is arguing back and forth, right? You arguing back and forth. But are you listening? Because I'm on the outside looking in, I am listening. And what I hear is all y'all dumbasses saying the same thing. So, like Eric Thompson said, don't let the distractions distract you. That is exactly what you are doing. The only problem is you're your own fucking distraction. My nigga. And I told y'all stop doing that because you are feeding these motherfuckers. You got to starve them out. I bet you if we all practice, what is that I'm trying to say? Not talking for a day. What's that? Solitude, right? If we all aboriginals that match the dirt, 24 hours, if we all agree to just do it for 24 hours, we don't dance, sing, do anything. We don't go to work. We don't do anything. Just for one day. See how many of those motherfuckers go to the hospital. That's too deep for y'all. Why you got to say anything if it's my turn to talk? You was on here for 1 hour and 2 minutes. What's the question, Gus? No, you already interrupted me. So just ask the stop. I'm not playing now. I'm working. What's the question? Because you're making me lose my train of thought. Don't touch my ass again. Don't look at my titties. Turn the other way. You playing. I'm working. See, this the shit. That's a distraction. I don't give a fuck if my husband is a distraction. I'm not going to get distracted. Y'all got a job to do. You could choose to keep on being this mess, or you can get the shit done. But I know you won't. It's going to be all women that get this shit together. Go ahead and laugh and talk shit, brother. Because I've been knowing you since I was 16 years old, and I do believe you've been running around howling and hooting about us since you was that age in high school, going after all those white people in college when we was in college all early, doing all that work we was doing. What was you doing? Screaming in the street. What was you doing in Israel? Trying to get niggas together. It ain't gonna work. Y'all can't do it. You can't. Or you just fucking refuse to do it. I'm gonna ask you a question, Noon. Me to you. Can you not participate in that bullshit and get work done? Can you? Would you, if you lost 389 subscribers and you only had that balance, I can't count that high or low. So whatever that balance is, would you be willing to just teach those small amount of people so you can actually get your work done? Yeah, no matter, don't say yes, he can. Bet. All right. There is going to be something that's going to happen soon, and it's going to make us do the 7 days. Huh? What'd you say? It's going to happen soon. This summer is going to heat up. A lot of stuff is going down this summer. So should I close this out? I don't want to close it out if people are already on here, because I do want us to do that the landlord thing. The money, how they ciphering the money and not keeping the tenants in there.
Oh, that's just I don't know. I guess you just throw that in there. What did them say about that?
He said he could do that. I just want you to make your wife proud, Noof, because you have to understand that when you're arguing back and forth with people like that, it's your representation of her. Okay, you know what you have with her. You know what she is. Please stop interrupting me, please. You know what your wife is. You know what her role is. And you need to be representing her a certain way, period. Arguing with clowns is not representing her or your family, the legacy you're building for your children. Just something to consider. What kind of information do you need from me? If you're still on here typing in what information you need to know from me. And y'all can email me at groundeddolphin@gmail.com. Email me. So anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and I don't think I should do it with this because this is only about more. Or it is more or less. All right, y'all could choose to come back on if y'all want to, but I'm gonna close this out so I'm doing this the right way. And I'm gonna open up with my next video, which is gonna be about the money. We got some information from the banking system and the state of Colorado that might help y'all out. But give me 2 minutes and I'm gonna come right back.